Welcome back, everyone, and please do enjoy the second episode the second adventure we are going to embark upon. The last time we picked the drylands, and this woman is asking us to find her missing husband there, which we will do. Here we have a trader, a missionary, and a cook. I like the cook. I like the idea of cooking. I like that he has green ones because with this party we start with blue and with red dice, but we don't have green dice, so I like that. He has the capacity and he's the toughest of the bunch. Unfortunately, he is an alcoholic, but he does have culinary finesse, which is nice. Whereas this is nice, I guess. This is very situational. And this I feel is kind of, it's nothing. So let's take this. We will purchase equipment. What do we need? I need something for sanity. Unfortunately, the only thing we have for that is food cans. We are going to the drylands, so I think machetes are less important. And I do believe I kind of want to try this. Let's try this. I'm gonna buy some food cans. Let's make this deal. I'm going to hold on to my beautiful new tortoise. I can improve my animal. I only had 60 monies, so if I wanted to improve the animal, I could have only bought 10 monies, and that would have not been enough, I believe. So we will exit the ship here. I don't think I need to take water on the drylands. It says drylands, but I think it's okay. I'm gonna use the climbing gear I just bought, so I'm gonna use these 10 decades we just spent to climb on this one. I think from here we'll have I do have a compass up here. I think this is what it means. And it basically shows the direction of the Golden Pyramid, I'm assuming. So that could sometimes be helpful if you're like at a crossroad and it kind of shows the direction. I mean, right now it only shows us somewhere in this direction, but that will be fine. We will be going down here and we will be exploring this. There's a lot of things to explore. Let's go right here and see what that is. What do we have here? Our baby has grown at an impressive rate and was now able to be of assistance to us. So we just got a tortoise. That's awesome. A fully grown tortoise such as ours would be of great worth to the expedition. He was absolutely beautiful but stoic, and I decided to call him Sir Winters. I can mount the tortoise. Let's mount the tortoise and the donkey. Let's mount both. Can we mount both, or is this either or? No. Basically, he has more carrying capacity, so I shouldn't be mounting him. I have too many track members. I could get rid of her. She hates my face anyway. I think that wouldn't be the worst idea. She hates me, she's not leveled yet, and I kind of want to check out the tortoise. Like, arguably, we should get rid of the donkey, but I think I want to keep the donkey, and I want to test out the tortoise. So how about we get rid of her? But the blue dyes are pretty sweet. Like, I really like having blue dyes. And the blue dyes, what I like is the sprint plus the head it stuns. That's pretty awesome. Ooh, should we maybe get rid of Mrs. Hall? I mean, she's the majority of carrying capacity, but we can upgrade maybe our tortoise. And she is tougher, and she does have these dice. If we dismount her and mount him, he has the hoof, and the hoof was not combinable with anything, but it doesn't tell me what the hoof does. Tell you what, because we want to see something new, let's keep the tortoise and get rid of our donkey, okay? This might be a terrible idea, but I think it's the best idea we have so far. So let's dismiss her. I would be better off without her. I wouldn't be sure about that, but let's enter the village. This evening we reached the village. The natives were a sight to behold, a group of skilled scouts. I could smell that they had just prepared food. They were just kindly beckoned us over and offered us some of their freshly cooked food. Let's take it, and we will rest in the village once. Yeah, we'll rest in the one. A young couple asked me to sell an argument for them. They wished to know whether men and women were deemed equal. Well, I believe they're equal, but we are 19th century explorers, so I should probably say men are superior, but I don't know what kind of, like, this could be an Amazonian tribe, and then I definitely should answer this. So this is a tough one. I'm going to go for the equal road because I don't think you can go very wrong by saying that. Like, everyone will think you're a liberal hippie, which I kind of am, so that that fits. Even the mediator, I replied, that both have their virtues. And for the mediator, they smiled at me and nodded. Yeah, they couldn't care less about what I said. I did get 37 sanity. I lost 2 standing as always, and we passed the day, so we will move back out. We picked up the track and sallied forth as new adventure awaits us. Let's continue here. We will go straight to this one. Right through here. Enter the stone circle. We came across a stone formation that was obviously man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Perhaps they formed a kind of map. Madabnaroji seemed visibly upset at the idea of exploring this side and warned us about incurring the wrath of the gods. So she's going to be pissed off at me again. She always gets this pissed off because she's superstitious, and so she hates that I do this. But I kind of do want to keep doing it, and I will. I do need the ruins because they are what gives the big monies. We know this isn't a ruin. This is probably going to be a cave. Yeah, it's a cave. So I didn't bring any torches. We had to drop our torches the last time and I was too dumb to buy new ones. So we'll try our best. We did not succeed. Something bad's about to happen. Probably will hurt himself. Was bleeding. Yeah, he hurt himself, but he powered through. It's okay. We're after a remarkable underground lake. The water was clear as day, sustaining the growth of vegetation, primarily many colorful mushrooms. If we were to invest a little time, we would surely be able to collect some of them. Sure, let's collect them. Why not? The mushrooms we had was nice last time. But they didn't save us, but the idea is nice. This one just makes the people happy. So how about we eat one? And this increases the viewing distance, which is always nice. This is actually amazing. Now we can just go here. But I kind of want to go here so we see that, and then we can shoot down and also get this one. And I think that is what I'm about to do. That might have been a terrible idea, but see, now we can take him, and then we have to go there. We fought a gorilla before, if you remember, and that was terrible. We can rest here overnight. I like that. More was problematic, an opportunity for conflict. Apparently, I heard our completely pissed off translator making an remark about the queen, and our racist can't let that slide. Yeah, you can't talk shit about the queen. Like, don't join a British expedition and then, like, we're a British expedition, so we are sailing under the Queen's banner, right? So you can't make bad remarks. Yeah, I don't care about your loyalty. Your loyalty has always been terrible. You have not been a valuable member of this. I kind of want to promote him, but I kind of want to promote the other one too. Let's rest overnight again. The air was fresh and cool, and we prepared the campfire. All this traveling led us to hardly know each other's perks, habits, and foibles. We discussed our different childhoods, which awarded me a great told me about how he was attacked by a fierce rabbit when he was a child. This is exactly the same, except that the last time it was the soldier that was attacked by the fierce rabbit. As a child, dreamt of becoming a farmer, not a cook. Okay, I don't mean to be mean, but I don't care too much. Let's go like this. I'm not going to level her up. She's kind of complicated. I don't like the superstitious. She's always in such a terrible mood. So he said, before we knew what happened, fire began to spread. I believe to be one of them. Yeah, this happened last time too. So we can go here, I guess. I'm assuming that the golden pyramid is here from, if I read this correctly. So let's go like this. We're gonna have to run south, I believe. The big question is now, where is the golden pyramid? It's pointing down here, and I think I want to find. I'm gonna have to waste some of the stuff, but I think I'm gonna want to know if the pyramid is here before I do this, because if this, for example, causes everything to drop, it causes like the water, or I think fire we had or something. It always does terrible things, right? It always destroys the area around it. And in that case, I kind of want to be prepared. The problem is I'm not sure if we can beat the gorilla. You are mounted, right? So you can fight. That is amazing. So, but he is wounded. Only a bit, but he is wounded. That is to be kept in mind. So how about we explore to the north? And we can come back. I think the pyramid is down here. If not, so be it. But for now, we know, and that is half the battle, isn't it? We explore the camp. We approached an old campsite. To our surprise, oh yes, it is the Ebenezer Ed. It's the guy missing husband. To our surprise, it is not vacant. Someone had survived here for a seemingly very long time. He introduced himself as Ebenezer Ed and told of how his team had perished against the challenge, stranding him out here alone. I knew this was the missing husband. We had been asked to return, so we of course bring him home. Why wouldn't we? I told him about his wife and that we would guide him home. He broke down in tears, but seemed to regain his posture shortly after. I assured him that henceforth everything would be fine, and told my team to pack up and prepare to leave. We will leave. We got one more guy. He will be invaluable against the gorilla, which I believe we are destined to battle. We'll go north a bit. There's some hyenas. I'm not going to fight them if I don't have to. I examined the strange. I'll leave this place untouched. Of course, she's going to get pissed. I examined the strange, more than 3-meter high granite sculpture. The grotesque face seemed to stare at us. Its presence made me uncomfortable, and I desired to move on. I saw some items by the statue, and must have been put there by the natives of this region. They were surely sacrificial offerings. Let's take them. Mangoes. I'm assuming they're food. It doesn't say discarded, but for meat it said is discarded. After it doesn't say, so I might just have it. A present with golden elements that makes a great present will improve the loyalty of a person if gifted. Yeah, I mean I could give it to, but it's kind of dumb that I'm making -1 loyalty with the native trinket, and then I'm giving it to her to increase her loyalty. That's weird. I can definitely keep the whiskey, so I'm just gonna gulp down some meat. I don't know what this is. Actually, I think the first thing I want to do is I want to check out what this is, and then we can do the shrine, because it's gonna be cursed, right? So let's go here. I just want to make sure that these things aren't. It's just a mission. We can stay overnight, but I think we need to pay to take mangoes. Do you take booze? Oh yeah, you take booze. Yeah, I think I get less for the booze than I get for the. I don't know if I get less for the booze. I'm actually not too sure about that. It doesn't say how much sanity it refills. That's kind of bad. Do we have time to waste? I think I want to do it. The priest skipped off for a while, but came back with several bottles of whiskey that he decided to share with us. Honestly, he wanted whiskey from us to sleep there, and now he does it. We accepted his offer and passed the whiskey around. It had not aged as well as we had hoped and left a bitter taste on the tongue. So we did get 40 sanity. We'll have a whiskey after this to see how much we basically just lost. Do we want to go down here? I think I want to go down here. We do have enough sanity to check this out. And then we can go up and we can... we'll enter the hut. We lost a mango. We entered the strange looking hut. This place smelled of old dank wood with all kinds of dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the wall. The native shaman approached us with a wild-eyed stare as he chewed on some leaf. We can ask for a cleansing. What does he want for it? Can I give you like a mango and a mushroom? How much do you value beans and torches? Yeah, that works for me. So I can get him... Does he leave everything? Because he has angry and alcoholic. I kind of want to get rid of that. He has racist. I'm not sure what that even means. I mean, shows aggressive behavior. I'm assuming this causes confrontations, like when we're camping with like... I'm not going to cleanse him because we only have him for a little bit. So I could get him out of his alcoholic state, or I could get him... Why is he angry? Like, he loses loyalty if he doesn't get drink. But he's just been in the mission and we had a drink there. So we could get out of her superstition and make her an actual useful one. But I do believe that... I mean, his low loyalty is complete garbage. But I think I want to cleanse him. I already made him level 3, so I could just get rid of his races, but I don't think it's particularly bad, so let's do this. Let's leave. So, yeah, the golden pyramid must be somewhere here. Let's go here. I want to know if I get through here. I don't. Something had broken the bond between Maya and me. She informed me that if we should perchance survive this expedition and reach home, she would never want to cooperate with me again. But she is still with me for now. That's okay, because I get one new track member after this, so I cannot go through here. I think it's always reachable, so we need to go through here to reach the golden pyramid, which is what we originally thought, so that is okay. The problem is we will not be first. I think we'll be slow. I should have used that. I think what I want to do is I want to go like this, and we're gonna beeline for it. So I'm gonna go here, and from here I'm gonna check it, and then we'll just try our best. How is this the shortest way? I mean, probably. I don't know. I'm also completely out of machetes, so let's eat some of these baked beans. They hate baked beans, so yeah, it's gonna be water again. We can take the golden bowl. Nico, an old heavy leather-bound book with metaclasp by author Abdul Al-Hasrat. A sinister feeling seems to radiate from the book. Oh, it's valuable. Let's take it. This was not the day for hesitation. The treasure was ours for the taking. We grabbed the treasure and hurried outside as enormous... Yeah, well, we know that the water comes. So let's move out. I've unlocked H.P Lovecraft. I don't know where it is. Need to walk down. I want to be surprised by the gorilla. I think the gorilla is standing right next to where we need to go. I'm assuming this is the... Yeah, it's the pyramid. I probably just wasted the whiskey, but I just didn't want to risk it. An exotic landscape combined the pyramid. We did it, I think, was second. Yeah, it was second. I'm not too happy about that, but it's okay. It's 50 fame. We can make up for it somehow. Increased sanity gain when resting in nature. Increased viewing distance and reduced movement when crossing hills. That would be awesome with what we tend to do. But view distance plus 40% is also pretty sweet. I'm sorry, I hope you didn't just see that. Increase viewing distance I'm gonna take. Yeah, he rocked this expedition. Oh! Well, we are still number one, because last time, if you remember, we got a lot of fame from all the things we've sold. Unfortunately, this time we've only brought home one thing, and while it does give 70 fame and I really need them, I do need some funds for the next expedition, so let's do this. We can go to the Arctic, or we can go to the jungle. I think we upgraded the jungle, or we can go to the desert. I think we do take the jungle. I feel most comfortable there because we've been there the most often. We did lose the poison translator. We did bring back her husband. She was overjoyed as she laid eyes upon her beloved, then burst passionate, crying tears of relief. I could not help but think that Ebenezer had acted peculiar, grabbing and holding his wife a bit too hard, almost strangling her in the process. I sincerely hope the best for them. Obtain reward. We received new funds to reward our deeds. A military chap approached me and spoke of a deserter who had gone rogue with the natives. I would be suitable reward if we could return the chatter. This is the plot of Heart of Darkness, if you know. Heart of Darkness is the book that inspired Apocalypse Now, but this is where we make a break-off point. This was an not too successful, but a decent episode 2. I hope episode 3 will be more to my liking, especially monies. We need a lot of monies. I will see you hopefully in the 3rd episode. I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did, and to the next time.